Today we have Evelyn with us. She's a 31-year-old type 1 diabetic who was diagnosed in 2010. Her diabetes is complicated by polyneuropathy with severe gastroparesis, neurogenic bladder, and retinopathy. When I say gastroparesis, she had a gastric emptying study done in July of 2011 that indicated that after 4 hours of ingesting a meal, 95% of her gastric content was still present in her stomach. She can elaborate more on what that does to you. She started activation in September of 2011. In September of 2012, she had a repeat gastric emptying study where only 35% of the food was still left in her stomach after 4 hours, and she was pretty much asymptomatic. Something else I'd like to make clear is that in 2010, when she was first diagnosed, her medical bills totaled $380,000. In 2011, there were $390,000. In 2012, there were $333,000. In 2013, there were $127,000, and in 2014, there were roughly $90,000. Perhaps, Evelyn, you could maybe tell us about your plight prior to metabolic activation, and I'll let you have it.
Okay. I was diagnosed, like he said, with gastroparesis in 2010. I came to the hospital at UC Davis because I live in Nevada. Been going to the hospitals over and over again and thought I was dying. So a doctor at UC Davis recommended that I come see Dr. Aoki. And he was the first man who had ever given me any kind of hope at all. I thought I was dying. I looked like I was dying. I felt like I was dying.
Can you explain a little bit about what gastroparesis does to you?
So basically, the food that you ingest doesn't go anywhere. It just sits in your stomach. Your stomach muscles stop like moving. They're kind of like fingers, and so that stops working, and your food just sits there. And so I was vomiting a lot, not really getting any nutrients. So I remember coming here, and a woman actually said that I looked gray. I had no life in me. And then immediately, well, I guess it took maybe a couple weeks of coming, and I had so much energy, and I began to come alive again. And this treatment is my savior. I had, other complications. Not only the gastroparesis, I had a neurogenic bladder. I was cathing myself 4 to 5 times a day, having multiple urinary tract infections, and that helped. Or treatment has helped with that. I don't cath myself anymore.
You also had retinopathy, no?
Yeah, I woke up one day with seeing spots. So I had a procedure done on my eye, and my retinologist is completely blown away with this treatment. I see Dr. Kanani in Reno, Nevada. he has also said, I was also blessed with a child, which I believe would not have happened without this treatment.
So you were actually told that you probably would never be able to get
Yeah,
pregnant.
yeah, and my body, was just, there was no way it could support a baby, and so this treatment helped me throughout my pregnancy. My eye doctor told me that he's so impressed with my eyes. He told me that a person in my condition would have probably gone blind during my pregnancy because I was so sick, and having a baby puts that much strain on your body. Yes, my daughter is healthy. She was born premature, but no complications. And that's it. We're happy and healthy.
Well, thank you, Evelyn. I appreciate you speaking with us today.